Alright, hey guys, so the goal for today is quite simple. I guess most of these are like World War II kind of countries. For some reason I put Scotland in there, but you know, why not? Put an African nation, Morocco, Mali, Tunisia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. Give the stands a little bit of a chance, you know. Put enough of them in there that hopefully we see them at the end. Georgia, Turkey, I forgot to change this one. This is Greece. Croatia, Italy, Germany, France, Denmark, Poland, Russia, Finland, Sweden, and Norway. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them grow to a big enough size real quick. I'm also going to turn off diplomacy rebellions, and all these are already off, so that's good. The year is 1691, and soon the realms will be going to war again. Of course, they're not by their historical names, by the modern names, but regardless, the realms will be going to war. Okay, so we're gonna go to super speed. I just want to see how they build up slowly at the very beginning, just for a little bit. Sweden seems to be taking on their proper... Yeah, Denmark seems to have taken on their proper area. Everyone seems to be taking the proper area except for Russia. So Ireland actually took its proper form perfectly, took all of Ireland. England seems to be growing at the exact rate that it's supposed to. Scotland, dude, everyone seems to be exactly where they're supposed to be. Poland is kind of growing a little bit much, but it's fine. The stands are doing pretty bad. I mean, they're over in the desert biome, so it does make sense. African countries like Mali seem to be doing pretty good. If history is correct, they should be able to get some gold soon and become a top player. I did spam out Russia, but it's fine. This population should start to decline because usually the game likes to put people, or like it likes to make the villages like a certain amount of people so that there is no overgrowth or undergrowth. Regardless, we're going to keep on going. Croatia has taken northern Italy, or like the northern portion, so hopefully Italy can go ahead and branch out. I don't know if this is a colonizable island, but hopefully, if it is, they can go ahead and grab it. And Portugal seems to have gotten pretty big, but it's okay because Spain is expanding into Aquitaine, which is Lower France. And Morocco seems to have blocked off the border to Portugal. So these African nations will definitely get ginormous down here, and they'll be bordering each other, probably stealing their borders. The only thing Saudis have to worry about is Turkey, but they need to block off this border so that they can get the rest of the land at the bottom. Okay, so everyone's actually growing pretty well. I'm not going to turn on war just yet. The year is 1769. I'll turn on war at about 1800 because I do want everyone to at least get over 100 population before the wars kick off, because otherwise I'm just going to get instantly destroyed. England still hasn't expanded all the way out for some reason. I think that's their population for sure. They probably need to get some colonies going somewhere. I don't know where they would colonize, maybe like way deep down here, but that is kind of useless. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check this. Russia is the highest. Like I said, their population would have balanced out, so they went down to 152, but that still makes them the highest. The most army seems to be... What is this? Germany. So it's pretty historically accurate. They're in the German heartlands. I think they're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. And Russia, for sure, will also be one if they can colonize everything out here. Norway, Sweden, and Finland are all taking northern Siberia. And Kazakhstan is also pushing up into northern Siberia. See, the realms down here are getting pretty crowded. Who's this? Yeah, see, like, Turkmenistan literally stole a colony that could have been Iran's. So Iran has no more room to grow. And they are blocked off by mountains. I think they can come through this because this is a hill. So they may have a chance to colonize down here before it hits 1800, but I'm unsure. The African nations are still kind of struggling to fully expand. Like, they've been locked at about 90 for maybe 20 years now. Which is okay, because as soon as the war, since it's all the same race, as soon as the wars kick off, they'll just inhale each other's territory and gain or lose manpower. But regardless, they do need to start colonizing a lot more. Like, they're moving down here, which is good, but they need to really, these guys really start eating up territory. Especially Egypt. They can take the other side of the Nile. That would be pretty important. Most of the European nations are done expanding, like Spain, Portugal have taken up most of the continent. France, Germany has moved down into eastern Aquitaine. Spain has western, and then France has the north of France, Normandy. England hasn't fully expanded either. Germany, I think, is still the biggest power in terms of military. Let me just check. Oh, I take that completely back. Wow, Russia's doing insanely good. 102 military. So what is the year? Okay, it's about to be 1800. Okay, so the world is basically at year 1800, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on diplomacy. I'm in speed 3, so hopefully nothing erupts too quick right off the bat. So Finland's at war with Norway, Egypt's at war with Tunisia, Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan are at war, and the King of Germany just died. Wow, what a great timing for a king to die. Norway and Sweden seem to be fighting over the colonies that they've made in Siberia. Who else is at war? Russia just went to war with Norway as well. I think Norway is... Oh no. There's an invasion force of Russians about to take the mainland there. Mali has declared war on Morocco, and Russia also went to war with Sweden, so they're trying to take over Scandinavia. And the African colonies, or nations, are just fighting each other for supremacy over this huge continent. So surprisingly, Germany is not in conflict yet, but the king continuously keeps on dying. Mali just went, I think all these, okay, no, Mali's at war with Morocco and Egypt, and then Tunisia is at war. So Egypt's at war with 2 nations, and Mali's at war with 2 nations. So Egypt, not Egypt, but Africa should become a severe battleground. And then here, Iran is not fighting anybody, but I did say that they would grab a colony down here, so good for them. I think that's where, I think that's where Oman is, if I'm not wrong. In the far north, dude, Russia is just inhaling everybody. Like it's not even a contest for them. How many? I only gave them population boost, and they literally lost that entire population. So basically, everything that they have now is from their own selves. I didn't help them with any of this population or this army that they have. Like, dude, look at how many armies. Wait, I want to check one thing. How many villages do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think that's the most villages that have been colonized too. Regardless, Norway is definitely about to get destroyed. They don't have an army anymore, and there's a lot of advancing or invading forces coming. Like the Finnish people, look at this, an army of 37 and 27, which is really unnecessary. And then Russia's also attempting to take it, but I think they're definitely gonna be too late. I think Finland grabs this before them. And this doesn't even help Finland. I don't know why they decided to go ahead and attack this. They should have stayed. See, like they're losing territory here now. But they did take this. They need to bring their armies back. What's going on in the rest of the world? Spain hasn't gone to war with anybody, and I don't think Portugal has either. These two seem pretty peaceful. The king of Portugal's a diplomat. Yeah, they're diplomats. They're not attempting war, but Russia's a militarist state, and then I think all of these nations are also diplomatic. If Scotland declares war, I think they'll be able to win. They have the biggest army, or they're tied with Ireland, but technically they have the biggest army on this island. What in the name of God is what the? Where are the Russian armies going? They're only at, why are they going down here? They're going into Greek-held Sicily. Oh yeah, by the way, Italy is not doing too swell. They lost their northern territory, the south is blocked off, and then Spain colonized Sardinia. So they are kind of landlocked unless they pick a fight with someone a little bit smaller than them. They could go to war with Spain and take over Sardinia, but I don't know about the army counts on that. Okay, so Egypt has destroyed Tunisia, and Mali has destroyed Morocco. So the 2 empires of Africa are at war, so they're definitely about to take or fight over all this territory. So the winner of this would probably become the next superpower beside Russia. And then in the meantime, in all the stands, I think they're all at war with each other. Turkmenistan is at war with Kazakhstan. Uzbekistan is at war with Georgia and Kazakhstan. And then Georgia's at war with Saudi Arabia and Uzbekistan. So this entire eastern side is at war with each other, except for Iran. They're administrator. Okay, so I don't think that they declare war unless war is declared on them. Okay, so here we're going to go down to the Egypt-Mali war. This seems like the most interesting war so far. 74 against 61, which isn't really big army counts, but granted that they've been fighting all the nations in Africa for a pretty long time, it makes sense. So this army of 7 is trying to move in, but they're getting invaded. This colony is getting invaded by the army of 20, so they definitely need to start bringing in reinforcements and/or taking over territory. Meanwhile, in the north, who's this? Uzbekistan is taking Georgian territory. Oh, Uzbekistan's actually doing really well. They're about to take this colony now, and dang, they're about to do a wombo combo double. 2 colonies for no fight at all. And Russia's still at war with the entirety of the north. It's just Finland who has spread out colonies. I think that this is actually an advantage because see like how, since they're so like apart, there's multiple colonies in each area, so the armies can easily get to each location, except for Sweden. Egypt also just now went to war with Turkey. I don't know why they did that, but you know that was a really dumb idea. I know they have a big army, but it was still a dumb idea. They're about to be tied with Turkey, and they're still fighting the Great War with Mali. Saudi Arabia took all of Georgia, so that these guys are probably going to become a superpower. They're at war with Iran as well. Let's see where the armies are moving. An army of 13 and 8 down here, which is a pretty small battle, but all the battles in these types of wars count, because even though it's small armies, it's all about taking the territory. Also, Turkmenistan just took all of Iran's territory. There's only one way, or one way for the Saudi Arabians to take over the rest. They can't easily get Oman, though. I believe in them. See, it's 12 versus 4, and slowly declining. Oh yeah, that just dies. They're gonna take this territory now. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Germany. They are at war with Denmark. Denmark took... Whoa, what is this? I don't know the nation name. I think... Is this Switzerland? I have no clue. It's an Alps nation. But regardless, they're at war with Denmark. And they seem like they're 100% going to win this because Denmark's armies are pretty small. See, like an army of 45 is about to push into here. See the little fun little battle? Does it take over territory? Nice, nice, nice. There goes that village. That's definitely going to fall into German hands. But, dude, an army of 1 and 16 are taking over your homeland. What is this guy doing? Go defend. There we go, I think. Oh, he got destroyed. Okay, what was the point in that? Is Germany about to lose? There's no way they lose to Denmark, right? Okay, there we go. See, the army of 41 had to take that territory to grab it back. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to go ahead and turn off diplomacy so they stop making peace. I'm gonna have all the nations of the world go to war, because the end goal is to see which nation will reign supreme as like a... Which nation can reign supreme, basically. Right? I want everyone to fight everyone. And may the last man standing win. Oh shoot, never mind, Georgia's not dead. I just realized while I was making everyone go to war. Georgia just got launched from where? From down here? This is their main province? They're all the way up in Siberia. I don't even know if they have a chance. Okay, so with the whole entire world at war, everything is utter chaos. I luckily want to focus on this continent. I don't know if they even do anything. And the English army left. Why did they leave? Where? The English army is down here. It seems like they're going to try to take over... Is it Africa? I have no clue where they're going. But the armies of Africa are fighting the good fight. The large Egyptian force is taking swaths of Mali right now. I don't think they can combat this. What's this, 27 and 22 or 32? So there's a big army right there, except they have one of their own. These guys got to bring it down. And yeah, because see, they gain territory and then they lose territory. Russia has united, well, Russia and Scandinavia, and soon they need to unite the rest by going to war with Uzbekistan, or by moving the armies to Uzbekistan. But they are moving into Poland, and so is Germany. So we got a World War II all over again. So the armies of Poland are actually doing pretty well right now. They just wiped, they're gonna wipe they just wiped 3 Russian armies here in the south. And then there's the larger Russian armies are actually in their mainlands, but I don't know where Germany's at in this. They had an army going to Poland, and then that army disappeared. I don't know if they got wiped. But Spain is basically taking out all of Portugal with an insanely small army, and soon they're gonna take over Brittany, and hopefully mainland France. This is where Paris would be. You guys got some work to do. Okay, major update, bro. Ireland just went crazy. They took out Scotland, and since the English army isn't here, hopefully they're smart. There we go. They're actually smart. Oh my god, they're about to wipe out England for the first time. Let's go. No English Ulster. Now it's English Ireland. Wait, no, that's wrong. Now it's Irish England. There we go. Meanwhile, Russia is just becoming ginormous, except they lose territory to the people here in the south. Like, Iran has grown pretty well, and Uzbekistan has grown both pretty well. I don't know why no one's taken out Georgia yet. They're at 33 total. They have an army of 5, and I don't even know where that army's at. Well, if they're somewhere out in, like, the middle of nowhere, then that's completely on them, and they deserve to be inhaled. And Ireland united the Empire of Brittany, or of Britain, I guess. Yeah. Egypt has taken over most of Mali, so I think Mali's out of the question now. Let's just see who the major powers are real quick. Russia's in the lead with 404 army, and then it's Egypt, Uzbekistan, Poland, and Iran. Surprisingly, Poland's out. I thought Germany would actually be doing a lot better. Alright, Greece has, I think, taken out Italy, right? I believe Italy's done for. Unless they have a okay, no, they took back the northern Italy, but they at the cost of the rest of their land. Greece is actually doing really well. They've united the Balkans. And Russians are currently uniting the rest of Scandinavia, which was Denmark, and I think this is called the Baltics, if I'm right. I don't remember. I just know it's where Lithuania and those places are. Okay, so Germany has been reduced to basically rubble. They're at 13, they're 12, 10. Yeah, their army's just getting depleted. That's probably going to be taken over. Unfortunate for Germany, but Russia has really united most of Europe under its rule. If they just leave some armies here to deal with invasions, they can, and then take the rest of them and go ahead and take over the rest of Europe, I think they're set. They're probably going to be the winners. And somehow Mali's still alive. Like, they managed to take back Morocco, and now they're pushing Egypt back. But once again, I think that's just because everyone's at war. So army resources are usually split up, and sometimes mass armies will move into one territory while that territory's armies are moving to another. Also, Ireland's actually going pretty crazy. They just took over northern France, and I think France got wiped out. Spain has taken Brittany, and the Irish are back to take it back. So this is back and forth for northern France here. Italy doesn't stand a chance. I think they're definitely about to get wiped out. Same with Germany. So it's just basically coming down to some major powers. I think we're having a major power here in Africa once one of these guys wins, if they do ever. We'll have a major power right here on the western, right? Yeah, never used Ugly Waffles. I had to do it again. But on the western front, one of these two will probably become a major. This is 100% the major here in the east. And then hopefully someone out of these guys can start to consolidate territory. Alright, so Russia just inhaled Poland. Poland is done for, I believe, unless they have one more territory somewhere that I'm missing. No, I think that's it. That's it for Poland, yeah. Germany was also just now destroyed. Meanwhile, the African battle is still basically a stalemate for the middle. It's been this has been the defining line throughout the entire war. Like, they gain these villages right here in the center, and then they lose them, and they gain them and lose them. Also, Greece became the major power of the Balkans and Italy. I think, well, Spain and Ireland are just fighting back and forth for these two territories, which is, I'm gonna actually watch this. Alright, let's see these armies. The two generals are just now 1v1ing, and it seems like Ireland just won that. Oh, no, never mind. Spain won that. Unfortunate. Thought Ireland could have caught that dub, but here comes a larger force of Irish folk. think they're definitely winning this bout. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, they definitely won that. 2029, I think it goes against 20 other troops. And Spain's resources are kind of depleting. Their major armies are back in the mainland, so they may actually lose all of France right here. If these guys can take over the territory, they're gonna lose all of France. Uzbekistan is also getting destroyed by Russians. Dude, Russians are huge. Oh my gosh. The Russians are taking over the Baltics right now, so Greece is probably no more. They're gonna take over Europe for sure. If these two guys kind of put aside their differences, which I doubt it, but if these two guys can sort of gang up on the armies of Russia, then Russia should hopefully lose its capabilities. But here in the Middle East, it's just chaos. None of these guys are uniting, bro. They've been losing their territory and gaining. Like, Saudi got pushed out into Georgia, and Iran took over Saudi, and they got pushed out of their homeland. So it is a lot of back and forth. Oh my god, bro. These are huge. Basically, the bulk of the Eastern Russian forces are pushing into Uzbekistan. The the Western Eastern forces are taking out Ireland right now, and then the Southern are taking out Greece and the Mali holdings in Greece. Meanwhile, Egypt and Mali are still at a back and forth. See, like, if they grab this, then it's back to the original front line. And Uzbekistan is definitely about to get wiped out here. All of the armies are here. I think all of these territories are... Oh my god, look at all these armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 armies. All pushing into the Middle East. I think Russia's... I don't want to call them the winner yet because I hope that someone in Africa can do a little bit better. Also, Greece just took out Morocco. So Greece is now becoming a player in Africa. So if they get taken out of Europe, they'll maybe have this holding. But they're still sending out their armies. Alright, Ireland carved out most of France, except they did lose mainland Paris. Oh, wow, okay. Here's the law. Yeah, no, I don't think Ireland stands a chance. The Balkans have been united under Russia now. Now they gotta take out Italy. Or not Italy, but like Greek Italy. Spain has been pushed back down just to their original holdings. Mali has... I think Mali's gonna win the African fight. They have really pushed the front line from back here all the way basically to where Cairo is. And then Iran seems to be winning the Middle Eastern fight, but Russian troops are just... These are like the Mongols right now, bro. They're at 3k, nearly 14,000 troops, or 1,400 troops, and they're just charging in to literally everywhere. This is literally like the Mongol raids. If they make it to Baghdad, it's over. RIP the Saudi libraries. Alright, so like 15 Russian armies have taken out Greek Italy. I genuinely think they're probably the victors. So I want to finish this all the way. I want to see if they can unite all the lands or if they lose. Also, I don't have Rebellion on because otherwise it'd be so annoying. Alright, so Russia has taken out Baghdad and everything in the Middle East. They're just going to finish off Iran. Dude, all of these armies. Oh my god, that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, like nearly like 20 different armies are about to push into Iran. After that, they'll probably make their way through Africa. So Mali is the last defense. That's what it's looking like. I mean, Ireland has been pretty good with their island, but they don't have nearly enough troops to defend at all. And they are taking territory back, but they just get destroyed once these armies decide, hey, let's not go down here, let's go and take it back. Okay, so Mali took over Spain, and I'm just gonna say they wiped out Egypt. I don't even care about Egypt right now. They basically wiped them out. So they are the last defense against Russia. If they can take out all of Ireland before Russians can, then they'll have the manpower boost. But it is unlikely that they win. I think Russia probably has this in the bag. Oh my god, look at the sheer number of armies that they're just sending in to die. And northern France has just become a constant back and forth battleground, as was Africa. So hopefully at some point the tides change. And I don't know why you guys are still fighting, bro. There's no point. Just give up. Let Mali take you. Unless you want to be inhaled like the 90 different nations that were right here by Russia. Yeah, Irish are strong, bro. They just keep on pushing back and forth. Except now that Mali is coming into Europe, I think it's over for Ireland. Okay, so battles are erupting everywhere. I'm not even going to zoom in. It's just too much work. My game is already lagging. I just want to see if one of them can at all unite. If not, I'm going to end the video, but... I'll go ahead and I'm going to pause here and I'm going to let speedrun real quick. Okay, so there's multiple battles erupting. Large groups of armies are all moving towards the boats. Mali's army has dropped significantly, so these guys should just... I don't know. I'm going to turn off the villagers one more time. I just want the armies to hurry up and end this. This has got to be, like, nearly 40 armies down here. How many are in the boat? I don't even know if I can find a boat that has people in it. None of these have been passengered yet, but I know I saw, like, 70 boats going. What is this? Russian boat with 1 passenger. Nice, nice. Where are all the passenger boats going? They're definitely invading somewhere. I just have no clue where. Maybe in the north? Also, Ireland is done for. They're above their army size somehow. 18 by 7. They're slowly declining, so I'm not even going to look at them anymore. Oh, the main Mali territory, their capital has been taken navally, and now I think this is where it's over for Mali. I see so many Russian armies just piling in. Okay, so I think this is where it's over, dude. Just look at this. massive amounts of Russians are piling into the mainland of Mali. I think this is the end for the poor people. See, they're trying to bring all their armies back. I can't even zoom in to see this. It's just mass death everywhere. You can look at the death counter. It just goes up by like 100 every second. The Russian armies are now colonizing everything. Oh, they're taking so much territory. It's definitely over for Mali here. And then I'm not even gonna worry about Ireland. I'm gonna call it after they take over Mali. Oh yeah, okay, it's 100% over. All of the armies are here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Do leave a like and subscribe unless you want to become a Russian puppet. You wouldn't. I don't know if any of you would want Falk to be your ruler. Alright, regardless, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.